Good afternoon, everybody. My name's Rosanna with Diesel Carnivore, and I figured while I was cooking us dinner this afternoon, I would do a little steak review and a little cooking chat. Alrighty, let's get started. So today we'll be making steak nuggets, and what I do is I just buy them in bulk and cut them up and put them in the freezer, and whenever we're ready, in the mornings, I usually take them out and throw them on the dash, and they'll defrost slowly throughout the day. And then when we stop for afternoon break, or around 3:30, 4 o'clock, is usually when I make dinner. Today we'll be using the Drew Barrymore beautiful air fryer. I like this one because it's smaller. As you know, I'm all about a smaller footprint, and I can use it with our 3,000 watt inverter, and it doesn't cause us any issues. So we'll be cooking the steaks on air fry, 400 degrees, for about 8 minutes. Usually I do them for 4 minutes, flip them, and stir them around a little bit, put them back in, and then they're usually perfectly medium rare. So this afternoon's chat part of the cooking chat is going to be about carnivore. A lot of people have come back and asked me after seeing my first couple videos, what is carnivore and what can I eat? Which is usually the first question of any diet or meal plan. Carnivore is exactly that. It is animal-based products. It's no vegetables, no starches, no pastas, no rice, no grains, no sugar, even byproducts of sugar. Now, some people do allow, they allow certain types of dairy, whole, hard cheeses, raw cheeses. I do suggest you stay away from like American cheese because it's not really cheese. If you look at the ingredients, most of the time it's just oil and water and flavoring. So, time to stir the steak bites around and just open it up. Give it a good shake. Give it a good shake, almost there. And then restart it. It really comes down to how strict you want to be. Now, my husband and I, we do small amounts of dairy. We use half and half. We do drink coffee. We allow coffee in ours. So we do drink coffee. We allow small amounts of half and half. And we're not as strict as we should be 100% of the time. We also allow Splenda. It just depends on how strict you need to be. I mean, if you're having an autoimmune issue, or a lot of inflammation and things like that, you need to start that first 30 to 90 days and be very strict and get past that autoimmune inflammation issue that you're having. Try back things in slowly and see if you have a problem with them. We don't typically have a problem with those, so that's why we allow them. Some of the examples of things that you can eat, of course, are steaks. Ruminant animals are the best, which is steak, elk, goat, venison, things like that. Anything that has 4 chambers in their stomach is considered a ruminant animal. But I do allow pork. I allow ribs, hamburger, some lunch meats or processed. I shouldn't say really. I guess depends on how you look at it. I allow turkey, chicken. I try to get the best available. Like I do chicken wings with the skin on. I try to stay away from rotisserie chicken because sometimes I do put additives in it or barbecue sauces and things like that. I try to eat it, just as plain as possible. The one seasoning that I do allow is Cavendish seasoning, because that's something that we really enjoy and we don't have an issue with that. As far as cheeses, I typically do sharp cheddar, mild cheddar, Colby Jack, mozzarella, Parmesan, mostly the harder cheeses. Donald doesn't really care for cottage cheese or anything like that. Now I will use small amounts of sour cream. I will use small amounts of cream cheese, just depending on what we feel like and how we're doing that at that time, if we're being strict or if we're a little more loose with it. But that's pretty much the basis of carnivore. If you have any questions or need any more guidance, please drop them in the comments below and I'll be more than happy to get back to you. Or if you have specific comments to you and your issues, feel free to send me an instant message or I'm on Facebook. I'm on here on YouTube. If you need to message me, most of you have my contact information. If not, like I said, I'm on Facebook, and you can always send me a private message if you have an issue. Just reach out to me. I'm more than happy to help wherever I can. All right, we're down to 1 minute left on the steak bites, and I'm going to give you a preview of that, and then we're going to enjoy dinner. Alrighty, dinner is done. And there's our steak bites, perfectly medium rare, 8 minutes in the air fryer. Enjoy.